What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video. And in today's video, guys, we are here with the Artifact Wish Draw event and going over every single card set that is available and letting you guys know whether or not I think they're going to be worth actually wishing for in the event. So the thing is with this event here, guys, is that we only have a limited amount of the little little stone things that we're going to be using for the wish draw itself. And so what we're going to do here is I pulled up both my JP and my global having the English translations and JP just showing each of the card sets so that you guys know what each of the card sets do, and so you can kind of make that decision on whether or not to be picking the card set or not. So yeah, let's just hop in, guys, and let's get to the card set here that we're going to be going over, starting off with the first one being the 5.5 Anni Grand Festival Celebration. Basic stats, increase level 5. Increase allies basic stats by 5%. Also increase allies attack by 2% each time an allied Fortnite of Apocalypse hero uses a skill to damage enemies limit of 3 times. This is a really good card set, guys. Make sure that you do pick this one up. I would say, especially if you're someone that uses Lancelot, or you know, when Tristan does release in the future, you know, Nasians can use this as well. Pretty much any of the Fortnite's characters can take advantage of this, so you definitely want to make sure that, you know, you do pick up this card set, as I mean, yeah, it's a really good buff to your entire team, and you just need to run, you know, a Fortnite's character on the field, and as long as you have that, you're going to be getting all the buffs because you're going to be using skills with that character. Now moving on, guys, to the next one we got here. This is going to be the Fortnite of Apocalypse Celebration one. This is going to increase allies base stats by 1%. When an ally survives damage from an ultimate move, they regain 2% of their max HP. This is at level 1. At level 5, what would we say at level 5 here? It won't let me see the exact amount. Oh no, I guess right here. So it says increase allies base stats by 5% and then you regain 10% of your max HP. So yeah, I mean, this one's pretty solid as well. I wouldn't say this one's like a super recommended one overall, but definitely a solid one. Definitely not better than the 5.5 Anni one in my opinion. So let's scroll down here. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, I think it's this one I'm missing on my, yeah, this is the 4.5 anniversary one. I'm actually missing this one on my global, so I will have to get this one. But yeah, this one's going to be at level 1. If there are a surviving ally with the god characteristic, allies base stats increase by 1% and damage dealt to enemies is increased by 2%. This is definitely a really good one, especially if you run the like Hell team in like Heroes Arena. You know, if you're running like Hell, Baldur, any of the god characteristic characters like Freya, all of that. This is going to be really nice for like a Heroes Arena setting. I would say if you are running that team on Heroes Arena, especially on like legend difficulty, trying to go second, this is a really good one. Like, I actually would recommend for that specific kind of niche. Other than that, though, you're not really going to get too much use out of this card set, but specifically for Hell, like Ragnarok team, I think it's going to be pretty good. So definitely will say it's a fairly good recommended one overall. Now moving on, we do got the Goddess, yeah, so the Amazing Summer 2024 one. This is going to increase Goddess allies attack related stats by 5% and increase buff Goddess allies damage dealt to enemies by 5%. So that one's really good, guys. I mean, if you're running a Goddess team and you want just damage from a Goddess team, I mean, this one's going to be probably a must pick up, honestly, because they do also have the Goddess basic stat one, but this one's mostly for like damage basic stats, or like damage like on a Goddess team, right? You're looking for like the attack percent, and this card set definitely does give that. So I would say if you're running like a damage Goddess DPS team, then this is really good. And honestly, for like Heroes Arena, if you're going first with Goddesses in Heroes Arena, this is really nice too. So yeah, that's what I'll say about that one. So alright, the next one we got here is going to be the Grand Cross 5th Anniversary Grand Festival. So this one's at level 1. In PvP, increase human allies defense related stats by 1% if their remaining HP is 50% or higher, or attack related stats by 1% if it is below 50%. This one's a little bit tough because, you know, it's hard where, you know, you have card sets that are kind of like, you know, you have conditions in them. Condition card sets I don't really like too much because, you know, needing to have higher than 50% HP or less than 50% HP to get a different buff, I don't know if I really like that too much, guys. I would say this one's definitely not on like a high priority at all, but you know, you could definitely collect it if you are missing it, but I wouldn't say it's like, you know, a must pick up card set at all, really, right? So moving on now to the Sacrifice one right here. It's going to increase the basic stats of allies of the 7 catastrophes characteristic by 1% and increase attack related stats by 1% when attacking debuffed enemies. This one's definitely like solid. I wouldn't say this one's even like a high priority one though overall, because, you know, you need to have 7 catastrophes characters on the team, and so that's gonna be, you know, Savnog, Eller Lilia, characters like that, and you don't really see them too, you know, often in terms of like how strong they are And yeah, I mean, it's only basic stats for catastrophes. It's not basic stats for like Ragnarok, unknown. It's nothing like that. So I would say this is definitely on the lower priority, guys. Not one I'm gonna like, you know, this is not like a must pick up or anything like that, but it's solid. So just to, you know, kind of take that into account. Alright, moving on, we got Awesome Spring. This one is a must pick up, guys. 100% this is a must pick up. Increase allies attack by 5%, and for each debuff applied to the enemy's basic stats by 2% if there is a fairy ally currently participating in the battle, and the limit of 6 times for the debuff. So yeah, I mean, this is a must pick up in my opinion. You get basic stats and attack just by having one fairy ally on the team. So I mean, being able to get that much of a buff, I think is, you know, is a must pick up, and especially with how good fairies are right now, guys, definitely make sure you get this one. If not the most important one, I would say so far that we've covered, it's one of the most important. I would say this one, and then the this one right here, the 4 Knights one, are the 2 most important so far that we've covered. And then I would say it's like the goddess attack related one. But yeah, I mean, those are going to be really, really good ones to make sure you get. So moving on to the next one, here we have the 4th anniversary celebration. Increase debuffed allies defense related stats by 1%. Each ally's damage taken decreases by 1% for each debuff applied on themselves. Yeah, I mean, this one's not that crazy, guys. There's better card sets that you have for just giving you team-wide damage reduction. This one, in my opinion, I don't think is going to be that much of a, you know, a pickup or anything like that. It's solid, but again, there's better card sets for damage reduction if we're looking for that. Alright, moving on, we got increase allies base stats by 1% and decrease their damage taken by 2% in Nighthood Boss battle. Yeah, again, it's like it's Nighthood Boss, but like you're not gonna really, you know, take advantage of this too much. I mean, there's probably like, you know, some teams that could, you know, be helpful with this. Like if you're running a team that has multi-race characters, this could be pretty good, because, you know, in other card sets you have, they're just always for like one characteristic or one race, whereas this is just like any characters as long as it's in Nighthood Boss. So if you do focus on Nighthood Boss, guys, and you want a kind of mixed race team, then yeah, I mean, this one could be solid, but overall I'm not gonna say this is like a must pick up or anything like that. Alright, moving on now, we do got the Spooky Masquerade. In Nighthood Boss battle, allies basic stats increase by 3% for every applicable ally on the battlefield. Exactly. So you see there's another one like this, where it's like, do you want to run this or would you rather run this? This one is applicable allies being demons or unknown, whereas this one is universal. So this is kind of where you guys see, like, you know, there are card sets that kind of overlap. And, you know, this one would be good if you're running a full unknown team or a full demon team, because it's going to be just better than this one. But this one's more universal. So, you know, pick your poison right there, guys. Like, whichever one is going to be better in your case, then that's the one that you would go for. But this one, in my opinion, is just not that crazy overall, because there are still other card sets that give you just outright basic stats, regardless of, like, being in Nighthood Boss. So I don't think this is necessarily like a must pick up or anything like that. But again, it's like a situational kind of one right there. Alright, next one we got is Ragnarok Festival. In PvP, increases the critical defense of allies with the god characteristic by 10% and decrease their damage taken from enemies of other characteristics by 10% as well. This one's really good for like Heroes Arena. If you're looking for like a Heroes Arena god characteristic damage reduction card set, this one's really, really nice. You get the critical defense and you also get damage reduction from all other races. So I actually really do like this one, especially if you're running like Hell Team. Like this one or the god characteristic one we already talked about are pretty good as well. It really just kind of depends on what would you rather have, the critical defense and the damage reduction, or if we go to the where is it? Yeah, so this one, it's kind of different, because this one is like for every surviving ally you gain basic stats and damage health. So this one's more of a damage oriented one, whereas the one that we have up here, guys, is more of a damage reduction one. So it really kind of depends on like your scenario. Are you in a scenario where you're taking too much damage? If you are, then this one's going to be really good. If it's the other case where you need damage, then you would run the other cards that we already talked about. So alright, moving on to the next one here, we got the 3.5 anniversary celebration. This one's the Sin basic stat card set. This one's really good overall. You're getting 5% basic stats for the 7 Deadly Sins characteristic, and you're also increasing damage dealt by 10% when attacking buffed enemies. I really do like this one, especially if you're running a Sins team in like Heroes Arena, or, you know, just in general. And you do get that damage against buffed enemies, which is nice, because there's a lot of enemies that just naturally have buffs nowadays. And then, yeah, I mean, the 5% basic stats for Sins is really good too, because you just outright get that. So this one's definitely on my recommendation list, guys, especially if you're running Sins. But yeah, I mean, in general, it wouldn't be as important as I would say like the Fairy one, or yeah, or like the Lancelot one, the 4 Knights one, right? Alright, moving on. This one right here is really good. This one is definitely one of my highest priority ones, actually. Yeah, so the Sky, Ocean, and Summer increases all allies attack by 3% for each applicable ally on the battlefield. And this is just straight attack increase for your unknowns or humans. And it can overlap as well. If you have like 2 humans and 2 unknowns, you still get the full 12%. So I actually really do love this card set. In my opinion, this is one that I would say is like a, you know, definitely up there. I don't know if I'd say it's a must pick up nowadays, because there still are other ones that still can suffice. But for humans, this is a must pick up. For unknown, it's kind of like, it's good. I wouldn't say it's like the best for unknown characters though, because you have like the god characteristic ones. And yeah, I mean, it's still really, really good though. Alright, moving on, we do also have what is it? The Grand Cross 4th anniversary run. So this is going to increase human allies max HP by 7% and decrease single target damage taken by 10%. So this one's really nice for humans in Heroes Arena as well. I would say, like, in general, you're never using this for, like, you know, damage humans, because unless it's like, you know, Arthur where he scales through max HP, or like Purgatory Bond. But other than that, I really see like no like damage case out of this. This is mainly like a damage reduction kind of card set, guys. So if you're really lacking in terms of just tanking, then this card set's going to be really nice. But in general, I wouldn't say this is like a high priority one, you know, overall. So all right, let's move on. We do have, this one's really good. This one, in my opinion, is one of the better ones as well, actually. This one's gonna be the Goddess Ally basic stat card set. So it's either you go for this one or the attack related one that we talked about, this one right here. So again, it's situational. You know, if you do want the just general basic stats for like Nighthood Boss, this one is going to be better. But if you do want the damage, then you would go with the attack related one. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, of the two, which one would I say is generally better? Probably this one, because you do just gain basic stats. That means your attack, defense, and HP is better. So if I had to choose between the two, guys, I would say this one's a higher priority than the Goddess attack related one. But yeah, I mean, both of them are really good. It just kind of depends on the situation you're in. So yeah, that is going to be the 3rd anniversary card set. Moving on, we do have the Happy Valentine's one. So this is going to increase damage dealt by allies with 50% or less HP. Again, guys, situational, because this one's a condition effect. I really don't like these condition ones, so we're just going to skip over this one. It's a low priority in my opinion. Let's see. So we have the next one here being the 3.5 Anni. So this is going to decrease damage taken by allies assuming stances by 2% and increase regeneration rate by 1% up to 5 times. So again, this one's like fairly solid. If you're running like a team where you have a stance on the team and you want that like started turn healing, it's not bad. But again, there's other card sets in the game that are just better in my opinion, guys. So I'm not going to say this is like a high priority one at all. All right, so we got the next one here being the Nighthood one. So another human allies damage dealt in Nighthood Boss. Again, guys, that one's a easy skip right there. You do not have to worry about that one. This one right here, this one's really good. Increases HP related of unknown race allies by 5% and decreases their damage taken by 10% if they're debuffed. For Heroes Arena, I really like this one because it gives you started turn healing because you're getting HP related stats, and you also get damage reduction by being debuffed, which is like pretty much every time, right? If you're in Heroes Arena, you're always getting debuffed. So I really do like this one, especially for an unknown team that needs tanking in you know, Heroes Arena. So yeah, this is a higher priority one. Definitely make sure to get this one if you do run unknown team. All right, so let's keep it going. The next one here we got is Demon Allies damage dealt. So this one's still pretty good for demons. We still don't have like a better demon card set in general. So if you want a card set that's gonna boost demon damage dealt, this one's the best one to get in my opinion, guys. There's really no other ones at the moment in the game that are even as good as this. Like we still need to get a better one in the future, like maybe like an attack related style one or whatever. But this one for now, if you just need demon ally card set, then definitely make sure you pick this one up. It does help. You know, there are scenarios where you actually need this to hit like a damage threshold when doing like Heroes Arena and things like that. So yeah, just kind of bear that in mind. Again, it's not like a super high priority one because demons in general, you know, you just run other races nowadays for like that type of content. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's an option. It's definitely an option. All right, the next one we got is just the allies resistance one. Again, this one's kind of situational as well. You're only really running this in content where you have high resistance. You're running like a Valentine already. Yeah, I mean, I'm never really gonna recommend this one over other card sets. You have a lot of other, you know, options as well. Let's keep it pushing. Let's see what else we got. Goddess allies damage dealt to enemies by 10% in PvP. There's better goddess card sets, guys. We can skip over that one. This one is just a joke card set. If you're missing any of the cards themselves, you can definitely pick them up just to get UR card like dupes, if you are looking for that. But overall, this is just kind of a joke card set, so nothing crazy with that. This one's going to increase starting grade allies of SR rarity basic stats by 5% in PvP. I don't know, guys. You're not running SRs in PvP. I'm just going to say this one's an easy skip in my opinion. This is the Valentine's Day one. This one, in my opinion, is going to be a skip as well, because it's another conditional one. You need to be, you know, 30% or less HP, so I don't really like that one too much. And then we do have the Sins damage reduction one. This one's pretty good, you know, just damage reduction for Sins. But we do have the basic style one we already talked about, which I would say in general is better. So it's really kind of up to you. You know, if you're in a situation where you're facing like, you know, LR Bond in Heroes Arena, the damage reduction one's going to be better. But if you're running, you know, like going first Sins, then I do think the basic style one is better. So bear that in mind, guys. So yeah, we can put you know, move past that. We do have the Happy Holidays one. Decreases allies damage taken from attack skills in PvP. And this is specifically elite as well. I don't recommend it, guys. It's nothing crazy overall. All right, the next one we got is Fairy Ally basic stats in Brawl. Sure, you know what? Sure, actually, considering how good the new Fairy characters are, this one's not bad. It is more basic stats than the other Fairy card set too. So I guess there is that, but like overall, you know, it's Brawl, guys. Like, you're not really playing Brawl too much, so I don't think this is like a must pick up or anything like that. But like, if you do have a lot of the other card sets already, then this is one that you could definitely go for, especially if you want to focus on to Brawl and get the rewards from that type of content. So yeah, and then we do have the allies damage reduction. Right, this one's just universal damage reduction. I actually like this one a lot. This one's pretty good because this one can be any team, any type of setup as well. It's not in PvP and not in deathmatch, but that's just general PvE you're gonna rock this for. So yeah, I mean, if you just want a general damage reduction card set, I think this one is fairly solid as well. And then the final one that we have here, guys, is going to be the Goddess one. So I think this one is one of the first ones that we actually got here. Wait, oh, do I have this card set on my main actually? Let me see. Oh wait, I might not have this card set actually. Let's see. Here, let me scroll down to the very bottom. Oh, is it part of this? Is it part of this right here? It might be part of this one, guys. Okay. Increases damage dealt by allies with the Fortnite so it's actually this one right here, guys, the Two-Faced Angel. Increases damage dealt by allies with the 4 Archangels characteristic by 2% in Brawl. Again, it's a Brawl one. It's not going to be one that I highly recommend. So now that we've kind of went over all of the card sets here, guys, the top priority ones that you guys need to pick up are definitely going to be this one right here, the 4 Knights one. We also do have the Goddess Ally attack related one, or the basic stat one, your choice. I would say that this one is a must pick up. The Fairy one, it's really, really good. And then yeah, from there it's really just the kind of characteristic ones. So like 7 Deadly Sins buff, if you want that, you go for it. This one's really good as well, you know, the human or unknown attack one. You do also have the yeah, the Goddess Ally base, that one we talked about that. And yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. And then the unknown one, yes, the unknown one's really, really good too. So those would be like my kind of priority there, guys. Make sure you get those card sets that I mentioned that are really good in the video. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely a longer video than normal, guys, but I had to go over every single card set so that you guys know what to actually go for. But that is going to be my main recommendation. And yeah, I mean, on my free-to-play account here, I'm definitely going to be going for, you know, this card set right here. I am missing for that. And then yeah, I mean, from there it's just kind of collecting the rest. You can get into a point where you're just kind of collecting the missing cards as well, guys. That's fine too, but again, prioritize the ones that I mentioned in the video that are really good, because they're going to benefit your account overall. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what card sets you guys actually got from this actual event in the comment section below. But that's going to be it, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.